Hello friends, in this video we will talk about two recent and uncommon type of agreement or tie-up with various companies. We will talk about the tie-up between or some agreement, or we call it strategic business agreement between Accenture, a famous AI firm, and Sanofi. And second partnership is with Insilico Medicine and Fosun Pharma. So we will talk in detail. Already we have discussed in earlier videos why they are creating history every now and then. Accenture and Insilico Medicine. So the information of these recent agreements or business partnership between these companies I have taken from these two websites. One is famousrouters.com and another one is biospectrumasia.com. I am thankful to these two websites. So very handsome gentleman, intelligent person is Alex Zavoronko, the founder and chief executive officer of world famous AI driven drug discovery company, that is Insilico Medicine. And on the left of this image there is very original beautiful infographics created by this company, and the logo is of the same company, and the title is Strategies for AI Powered Drug Discovery. So traditionally world over, the way to describe drug discovery is summarized as to find needle in haystack, but this company has changed the entire scenario and they have changed the perception how we look at drug discovery. And the punchline they have given is, rather to look for a needle in the haystack, why not to generate perfect needles as per your demand. So we are thankful whenever I talk about this intelligent gentleman, Honorable Alex, and whenever I talk about drug discovery with reference to AI-driven drug discovery, I always talk about this beautiful infographics. That is why to go for finding needle in the haystack, and we should go for generating or customizing needles as per our own desire, right? So there are few deep learning models in artificial intelligence, and these models are based on artificial neural network. That is the most talked about in recent time is autoencoders, which are famous for generative type of model. What is the meaning of generative type of deep learning model? Is that you can generate from scratch, you can go for de novo drug design through deep learning type of model, basically autoencoder and its various variants. I mean generative adversarial network, then variational autoencoder, and even what we call it adversarial neural network. So there is one researcher called Goodfellow in 2014. He gave the concept of generative adversarial network, that is GANs, in this world. And the first person from pharma, I mean from AI firm, to explore that GAN concept in drug discovery is Alex Zavoronko, that is the founder of company. Before few years he used this GAN concept for going for drug discovery from scratch using AI. Now the the major breakthrough, this is the historical moment. Before 4 days, Shanghai Fosun Pharmaceutical and Insilico Medicine entered into a business pact. And what is that? Let me read. Shanghai Fosun is a company, is a drug discovery company, and Insilico Medicine, as I told you, a famous AI-driven drug discovery company. They have entered into a pact to advance the discovery and development of drug targeting a number of different targets globally through the use of AI. This tactical or strategic collaboration includes an AI-driven drug discovery research and development collaboration on 4 biological targets, as well as the co-development of Insilico's QPCTL program. Insilico will get a total upfront payment of $13 million for the R&D collaboration projects and the co-development of the QPCTL program, potential milestone based payments, and share commercialization profit from the QPCTL program also. Moreover, Fosun Pharma will make an equity investment in Insilico. So what is this? Perhaps the first time there is full-fledged agreements or strategic partnership, because now core pharma companies have started accepting and realizing the importance of AI, rather I would say only exclusive AI driven drug discovery. So now they want to test the fruit also of AI driven drug discovery, so they started collaboration. So here you see, read the lines again. There has been agreement upfront directly. The cash will be received by in silico pharma companies, 13 million US dollar, and plus after successful launching of the drug molecule, that is once the drug hits the market. Which drug? AI driven drug for 4 targets as mentioned, for various biological targets. They will also get some royalty or some other type of monetary gain as per the agreement. Plus Fosun Pharma will get an equity investment in silico also. You see type of business deals. This is something, I mean, the company is not very old. In silico is not very old company, but older companies are investing and going for some agreement and some partnership, looking at the future of AI in the drug discovery domain. And as in my earlier video, I have talked about the pharma.ai platform of the in silico medicine. In that platform, they have 3 types of AI platform, that is Panda Omics and Chemical 24 and in Chemistry 42 and in Clinico. So Panda Omics is responsible for finalizing the targets for particular disorder as per the AI platform or deep learning algorithm. Chemistry 42 is responsible for finalizing the drug molecule, I mean drug like candidate, because we all know two things are important in case of drug discovery, that is the receptor or the structure or the protein which is causing disease. So you have to tweak the protein or the receptor by fitting a perfect type of ligand or the small molecule to the receptor. So for receptor, they have Pandaomics AI platform. For chemistry, in chemistry 42 is giving a perfect type of drug-like candidate. And finally, in Clinico gives you the idea about clinical trial details through AI algorithms. A historical moment for both the company. In silico is getting more and more appreciation, more and more acceptance. In core pharma company also, even pharma giants are ready to shake hands with this type of pharma company. And it is good news for Shanghai Fosun company also, because they are getting ready to use platform. This in silicos, Pandaomics, Chemistry 42, they are ready to use AI platforms which are proprietary and patented type of technology by in silicos in-house experts. So they are getting access to these platforms for getting drug-like molecules. So already we have discussed the success, at least success in terms of preclinical studies from in silico medicine. So in November 2021, in silico medicine has launched their first drug candidate for clinical trial phase 1 in Australia for the treatment of, for the investigation of idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, IPF, and the name of this compound is ISM 001-055. And to our surprise, this compound was finalized in less than 18 months, even less than 2 years, and for pennies on the dollar compared to most pharma giants' research and development efforts. So this has been made possible because of pharma.ai platform of this in silico medicine company. For more information, you can see beautiful infographics and images on their website. This is the summary or the infographics, how they decide their target for the potent DDR1 kinase inhibitor. So you can see in 21 days they finalized the target, and they also developed one deep learning platform, that is generative tensorial reinforcement learning. That is, this is the combination of GANs, as I told you, generative adversarial network and reinforcement learning. This is used for the successful output in terms of reward or penalty through this training of GANs continuously. In 21 days, they finalized the receptor and they developed a deep learning model. Then continuously for another 25 days, they started synthesis of that drug-like molecule, which was suggested by AI algorithm. And they started in vitro, that is preclinical animal study. Then they went for in vivo analysis also, and ultimately they through this GNTRL approach, less than 2 months they got this success compared to 2 to 3 years, which would have been taken by traditional or classical way of drug discovery. So as I told you, this is the beautiful pipeline or end-to-end, what we call it, end-to-end artificial intelligence platform for drug discovery. It has been patented and designed and launched by Pharma.ai arm of in silico medicine. We are calling it end-to-end, that is right from finalizing and discovering or designing target to final clinical trial. In every steps they are using AI. So it is called in silico medicine initiates, that is the first in human study of ISM 0010055. This is the name of compound. It is undergoing clinical trial in Australia for the treatment of idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. So you can see here, this is, that was PandaOmics and Chemistry 42 and in clinico. So PandaOmics is responsible for discovering and prioritizing novel targets. Chemistry 42 is responsible for generating novel drug-like molecule, and in clinico is to design and predict the clinical trial outputs, right? So novel target means you have to go for searching targets for existing disorders, and novel molecule means to find novel lead-like molecule in a week through this automated machine learning de novo drug design and scalable engineering platform. In less than week, 7 to 8 days, they take and they design new drug molecule through de novo type of generative adversarial network, designed originally in 2014 by Goodfellow. So with this we conclude about in silico medicine. Now we will talk about another handsome, intelligent, visionary leader in the world, at least in the AI driven drug discovery ecosystem. And the name is Andrew Hopkins, founder and CEO of Exscientia, UK based famous company which is giving even the established pharma company run for their money. In their bag, now they have a lot many collaborations with even the established pharma giants. What he says, what Andrew Hopkins says, our opinion is that the interface between AI, machine learning, and pharma coming together is potentially revolutionary and similar to what we saw when molecular biology and pharma came together to feed biotech 40 years ago. It means he's saying now it's better that AI and pharma company are coming closer for the betterment of society by launching affordable and faster drugs for various type of disorders. It will be a boon for those patients who fall in the category of rare or orphan diseases. This quote of this CEO I have taken from the website project.gbreports.com, AI reports 2020 interview of this CEO of Exscientia. The Vice President of Translational Research at Exscientia, Zaguri Labnir, what he has to say: by enabling the robust and accurate assessment of drug effect on viable patient samples at single cells resolution, we have created a technology that can provide hemato-oncologist predictions of a patient's response prior to deciding on a course of therapy. You see, for a patient who is the victim of cancer or blood cancer, without even starting the treatment, they can even predict the response the patient will give to the particular type of therapy. See the importance and the breakthrough because of AI. So Exscientia and Sanofi, they entered into a pact. As I told you, Hoshun and Insilico also got pact. What is the agreement? Here in case of Sanofi, we all know Sanofi is a famous company. It is a pharma giant, and pharma giants are now approaching the AI company, which are much more younger, naive, and in learning phase. But because of technology, they are far ahead compared to pharmaceutical giants. Sanofi will, in this case, Sanofi will partner with Exscientia to develop up to 15 drug candidates for oncology and immunology, because Exscientia has very latest and in-house patented like never before, cutting edge technology in terms of AI for the discovery of some agents for treatment of cancer and immunology related disorders. So 5.2 billion, it is the deal size is 5.2 billion US dollar. Here Accenture will get an outspoken cash payment of 100, they will get the direct cash of 100 million US dollar, leading discovery and design of small molecule drugs up to nomination of the candidate most likely to be viable. So they will design new drug like molecule falling in the category of small, not the biologics. So up to the nomination of candidate for final stage of clinical trial, it will be responsibility of Exscientia to help through AI platform the company like Sanofi. So 100 million US dollar will be received by Exscientia in cash. In return, what they have to give, 15 drug like molecule which will be almost synthesizable and drug like till the stage of clinical trial. After this, Sanofi will take charge of clinical development. So they will just give, Exscientia will deliver up to 15 drug like molecule which will be successful in preclinical studies, and the molecule which can be synthesized in the laboratory, those molecules will be received by Sanofi for clinical trial development. Sanofi is among the many pharmaceutical giants venturing into AI to improve accuracy and reduce time spent on research. So this is the entire cycle, how this I have taken from Accenture website. I am thankful to them. This is very short infographic beautifully explained by experts of Accenture. Here you see their target protein, that is receptors, and two types of learning are there. First in class, that is active learning, and best in class. So using lakhs of thousands of drug like molecule or drug chemicals, they will first train the machine learning model to understand what is the requirement for a compound to become drug. After that training, they will further fine tune the machine learning model for active learning. Active learning means if data is less, they have to go for active learning from small data. So this small data has some limitation. So for further teach the model how to understand a drug like molecule, they have to go for safety and learning from big data. After that, through their Centure Chemist in-house developed AI platform, they will go for machine, generative type of deep learning molecule. They will generate the structures, and those structures will be tested from viewpoint of chemistry rules, whether they can be designed, produce, synthesized in the lab or not. If yes, then they will be tested for in vitro and preclinical testing, and further they will be fine tuned and they will go to clinical trial stage, and ultimately they will be available for further investigation. So far Exscientia is doing things up to preclinical studies only. So Exscientia is treating cancer and immune disorders through partnership with pharma firms such as Roche and BMS. They are big names. Sanofi and Exscientia have been working together since 2016, and if the French company, that is Sanofi, commercializes a drug from the partnership, as I just told you, Exscientia will also be eligible for the royalty payments of up to 21% of the net sales. Now see the cloud, see the power of AI company. Not only they will get cash for sharing AI technology, they will also gain royalty if the drug see the light of the day. If the drug hit the prescription, 21% royalty will be given to the Accenture by Sanofi, 21% of the net sales. According to Frank Nestle, global head of research and chief scientific officer at Sanofi, what he has to say: typically we have to synthesize 5,000 molecules to find that one right molecule which will be then become the clinical candidate. This is the classical case. Out of 5,000 molecule, you may or may not get one successful molecule. But by applying AI, you can potentially do this by just looking at 500 compound, so that can shorten the timelines of the drug discovery. So this is the short video about recent and historical partnership between Haushun in silico and separately by Sanofi and Accenture. Thank you very much.